One leg loses bang. 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 Bang. One leg loses bang. One leg loses bang. One leg. One leg loses bang. Bang. One leg loses bang. One leg.
Welcome everybody to a new episode of the One Loser Leg podcast. I'm your boy Bear Down Rick, alongside my co-host Jay, the producer. Jay, what's going on?
What's going on, baby? What's going on, baby? Coming off a week 11 win. Hey, I couldn't be happier about my fans, man.
That's amazing, Jay. I mean, for me, I think I'm happy, but in a different reason, and I know we'll get into that. But let's start it off, Jay. We had a winning ticket on Sunday, so whoever put in those bets,
we did.
if you follow the bets, you made a little bit of money. So let's get right.
Yes, we did. Hey, first show we give y'all a winner plus 1063. Come on, baby. $50 paid you $581. Hey, I told y'all, if you ain't telling, you ain't winning.
Exactly, right. And again, we're for the people, like we said, right? We're gonna have some winners, we're gonna have some losers, but guess what? We're gonna have more winners than losers. That's the goal, right?
That's right, baby. That's right.
So let's kick it right into it, right? Let's talk about that winning ticket. So we started off, and again, that was my ticket. I had the Steelers +3 over Baltimore, right? Let's talk a little bit about that. It's a tough AFC division game, right? We kind of knew it was going to be a defensive game going into there. I mean, Jose, man, tell me about it. Who would have thought that it would just been Steelers kicking all field goals all the way through the game? Talk to me a little bit about that. What'd you think?
You know how those division games go, and we got another one this weekend, but I'll save that for Friday when we kick off, week 12. And it's Ravens Steelers, hard hitting. Tomlin knows how to stop Lamar. He knows how to stop Derrick Henry. He's been doing it damn near his whole career.
Exactly.
But I was shocked because Baltimore defense is not that great, and I really thought that Pickens and Russell Wilson, I thought they were on a little hot streak, and even the running game, it got all shut down and kicked a bunch of field goals. Hey, I was happy though. I ain't gonna lie, because I had the kicker on my team. He scored 24. He scored 24 points for me, so I was happy. But it was strange to see, like I said, considering Ravens have the 32nd defense overall, I believe. If not, they're damn near close. You saw what the Bengals did to them in Jamar Chase. 3 touchdowns, over 200 and some yards. It exploded.
Yeah.
Tough game. But hey, you pulled it out. You got the win. You picked the right. You chose the right side.
Yeah, again, like I said, I gave the Steelers a little bit of +3, so we kind of had a little bit of buffer there. And if you chose that game, man, listen, you came out on top, right? Who would have even thought? But look how close it was, right? And then we could jump right into the next game, man. Let's talk about those Dolphins over the Las Vegas Raiders. We're talking about we're talking about the Dolphins that were led by Tua Tagovailoa with over 300 yards of passing, between Waddle and Hill. It was just an amazing game, and your secondary stepped up, brother. Had some takeaways, just kind of held down. So talk to the people a little bit more about that game. What'd you think about that one, and how did you feel?
Oh man, that game was great. I honestly gave you guys the over under was I'm sorry, the spread was -7. I told you guys -10. Bump it up. You got a little plus money there. Listen, I know these Dolphins, and we were supposed to beat the Raiders. Honestly, I thought we should have beat them by more. That guy Bowers, man, that tight end, that guy is something. He's special. That guy is special. As a Dolphins organization, we've always had a hard time guarding the tight end. But that guy Bowers, man, that guy he's going to be a beast,
man. Georgia bred, right? Georgia bred, native Georgia bred bulldog there. You guys having to deal with all those tight ends between the Gronks and the other guy that, I don't know if we want to mention, but hey, what? We're for the people. Aaron Hernandez, that's who it was.
Hey, listen, man. Bowers did his thing. But you know who else did his thing? Jonnu Smith, baby. Jonnu Smith, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards for a first TD of the game. Come on. Oh, speaking of that, we got some prop bets for you at the end. So stay tuned, along with the little parlay we got cooking up for Thursday Night Football. But yeah, like I said, we got the Patriots at home. Hey, stay tuned. That might be another -10. That might be another -10 coming your way.
We'll talk about that. I know we're gonna have a little spot here where we're gonna talk about our games. But yeah, no, that definitely was a good pick there. -9.5. Dolphins all day. It was just a no-brainer. So here we go. We move on to the Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Another amazing AFC matchup game, right? I had the Bills +4 because you just can't always go against Patty Mahomes, right? So you just never know what's going to happen. So it was a back and forth game throughout the whole game. Bills D played hard in the red zone. So, I mean, what do you think about that game, Jose? What were your thoughts there?
Well, as you know, my ticket lost by one damn leg. Hence, one leg losers here. You took the Bills. I took Kansas City, like you said. Anytime you get Kansas City anytime you get Kansas City and Mahomes with plus money, I feel like you have to take them. And I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one, taking them. But once again though, you chose the right side. And hey, kudos to you, man. Listen, I'm gonna be a little biased though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like them damn Bills. But hey, like I said, you chose the right side.
Of course. No, I mean, listen. Yeah, let's be honest here. As a normal individual, we're betting. We're betting sometimes with our emotions, ladies and gentlemen. So it's okay. You're just gonna bet what you feel sometimes, and sometimes you gotta trust that gut. So that was definitely an interesting game, and I'm gonna end the night with that one with the Chargers -1.5 over Cincinnati. And all I wrote here for some notes was just two things, and this is all that mattered to me. It was Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert. Man, Justin Herbert was really lighting them up, man. It was just and the coaching, man, and it was just you could see the difference. We could see what real coaching does. But any other aspects of the game, Jose? What'd you think, man?
Nah, listen, I think they were up 21 or 17 at one point. I thought it was in the bag. I look up and hey, here it is, tie game going into overtime. Thankfully, J.K. Dobbins had this amazing run and he brought home the money. So hey, I can't be mad at that. You kind of like those sweats though, to sweat a little bit down the end. But hey, like
exactly,
I said, we got the dub.
No, listen, man. The Bengals, they're still there. You know what I'm saying? It was just, again, like I said, Herbert and just that coaching staff. It just shows you. Look, they're 7-3 now, if I'm not mistaken. Like you can see what coaching staff does for you. And again, so hey, listen, that was a ticket for the week, guys. Again, like I said, we're gonna continue to keep giving you out good bets. And I mean, let's move right on into remember I told you guys I had a little bit to get off my chest, right? And we're gonna talk a little bit about our games here, Jose. So we want to move right into that. And again, the title says it all, ladies and gentlemen. Bears lose a heartbreaker. I mean,
tough one. Walk me through the emotions, man.
Oh man, hey, listen, I called you, right? I told you, listen, I out of superstition, I probably shut the TV off like a second before that kick went off. And in my head, I was like, okay, I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna see them jumping around. And to my demise, man, I turned on that TV and it was just seeing that no disrespect, but that cock of green and orange just jumping around. It was just heart-wrenching. But I did mention in our last quick update video that I was actually pretty proud and I was actually pretty happy that we lost. Again, we have our interim OC, Mr. Thomas Brown, came in, called a great game plan, put Caleb in the office in a great position. You saw Caleb go back to his Jaguar game where he was getting that ball out fast. I mean, listen, we're up against, people were talking all this crap that, oh yeah, you guys were playing the Jaguars, you guys were playing Indianapolis. But listen, man, we came up against a top 12 defense, the Green Bay Packers, takeaway defense. Caleb had no interceptions, no fumbles. Not trying to rank on Justin Fields, but listen, we had no fumbles, no takeaways. And again, Caleb just played smart and fast, man. And he took us down, man. The last drive, it was 3rd and 19. He brought us back, brought us into field goal range. And
listen, man, to be quite honest, that's all you can ask from the young quarterback,
That's all we could ask.
That's all you can ask from him. He did his part. He put you in position to win the game. Unfortunately, shit like this happens. The kick got blocked, and but you move on to see another day. But as long as you see the progression of Caleb and the wide receivers and the running game, as long as you're seeing progression each and every single week as a rookie QB, that's all you can really ask for. Because we're not looking at year 1. We want to see year 15, year 16,
and that's
of this guy number 1 overall.
I agree.
I know it's growing pains. That's all. It's growing pains. Listen, I went through it all that with Tua. Trust me, and I'm kind of still going through it right now. Boneheaded. He does silly mistakes every time. He thinks he's a Viking. He's a warrior. Come on, man. You're not a
Hey,
football player. You're just a quarterback who can just throw the ball. Like, stop trying to truck people.
that's a
Yo,
Samoan in
man.
him, but you know what
That's Samoan. You're right.
the bullshit is, Jose, and I'm gonna rant here for a second. Is can't even say his name right now. Coach Eberflus. We just talked about the Chargers game and what we saw what was coaching was. If people will look at that game, it was a spit mirror of what happened at the Bears game. What happened with the Chargers? They ran the ball down, they called a timeout, and Harbaugh said, you know what? Let's take another play. Let's not just be little pussies and just fucking kick the field goal and play it safe and not run another play. But he said, you know what? I'm going to put the ball in my QB's hand. And what ended up happening? They scored fucking touchdown.
Yep.
Versus me, my coach, with 30 plus seconds left on the game, decides to play it safe, not giving his rookie quarterback the privilege to keep taking that drive down the field and get us a couple more yards. And we end up losing. So guess what? I'm happy. Why? Because Eberflus needs to go. Ryan Poles.
Hey, you said it.
Kevin Warren. You need to make a decision here. He needs to go. Yep. And ladies and gentlemen, I end my rant with that. The coach has to go.
In this league, you cannot play scared. You know, it's like saying scared money don't make money. You can't play scared. You got to go for the win. You can't be timid. You can't run the ball or make sure this happens. No, you got to go get the win. Sometimes, exactly. And sometimes, you know, we're totally off topic, but sometimes you got to go for two and just win the game right there.
Exactly.
You know, sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, but you got to live and die by the decision.
100%.
But for not to give your team the full 100, a full chance, every chance you had to not give your team that, you did the entire team a disservice.
100%. You know,
and that's why he's going to lose his job sooner or later.
That's why he needs to lose his job.
Speaking of losing their job,
okay,
what is going on in the Jets? Jets?
Fired the GM. They fired the GM. Bears, take a little note.
And now that you heard, everyone's checked out. Nobody's fucking with Rodgers anymore. Like, it's a damn shit show over there, and I'm loving it. Dumpster fire. I'm loving it.
It just shows you how beautiful the football is, though, right, Jose? Because it's 11. It's a 52-man roster, right? It's every man has to. 53 man. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, 53 man. But it just shows you that, you know, it's not just about one individual. This is not the NBA. This is football. Everybody has to do their job. Not quoting the great Bill Belichick. You have to do your job. And one man's not going to come in there and make a difference, man. You see that. And now look what's going on. They mortgage their future for Aaron Rodgers.
For a 55-year-old quarterback.
And it just sets you back. It just sets you back, man. And again, we can't sit here as our franchise and talk too much about it because we've been mediocre for a very long time. We've been in the dumps for a long time, so we can't say too much. But it's a shit show over there. And
but like I've always told you, Rick. Like I've always told you, I've been in the dumps and I've gone through that. So when any glimmer of hope comes my way, I'm going to enjoy that shit to the fullest. Believe me. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know, it's just one game. We just, you know, nah, fuck that. If we going somewhere, I'm on that ride.
See, that's beautiful though. I wish we had that. See, our fan base, you know, Bears fan base, we're very
Oh no! It's not the fan base. It's not the fan base. It's me.
So, okay,
it's me.
so it's you.
The worst fan base on the planet.
Okay. So the rest of the Dolphins nation is doom and gloom all the time, but
all the time. I cannot listen to podcasts that I used to listen to or radio shows that I used to listen to. It's all doom and gloom. There's no optimism. And listen, call me Mr. Optimistic because we still going to the Super Bowl, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, we still going to the Super Bowl. And when we don't, hey, see you guys in 2025. That's who I am. You know, I'm not about to hear and cry about it. No, or be sad. Nah, man. If there's a chance, there's a chance.
Amen. So go right into it, man. Let's talk about that Dolphins game, man. Tell me a little bit about what you saw, what you felt throughout that game, man, and let the people know.
We touched on a little bit earlier. Mike McDaniels is finally doing what he's supposed to be doing, protecting Tua by running the ball.
Okay.
You got three. I wouldn't say workhorse because our running backs are the little scat backs. A
Mm,
chain. He's probably the fastest dude on the planet. Next to Cheetah, because Cheetah's losing the step. To be honest with you,
mm.
you got Jalen Wright, who's a rookie, who he runs hard, but he's also fast as shit. You got Mostert. I call him Raheem Henry because he comes in the ball game. He's downhill.
He runs all the way downhill, huh?
He's downhill. So you got to feed those guys. And then you use Tua with the play action. Boot him here, boot him right, boot him left. Find Tyreek, find Waddle, find Jonnu Smith, find Odell Beckham. Find these guys. But you have to protect Tua from himself.
Mm.
And he continues to make these boneheaded decisions where instead of taking just take the 5-yard sack, the 5-yard loss. No, he rather try to scramble out, and that 5-yard sack all of a sudden is a fumble. You're taking points away from us. You're hurting your team. You're putting yourself in harm's way because we all know you're pretty soft. You're pretty fragile. We all know about the concussions. Protect yourself. And finally, McDaniels is doing everything he can to protect himself. At the end of the day, you cannot protect that man. That guy is dumb. He's dumb. I love his passion. I love his passion. Trying to if he makes some mistakes, he's gonna try to make the tackle, but that's dumb. We don't need you to make the tackle. We need you to stay alive for the game, for us, for the team. That might even if the people call you selfish because of that. That's okay. That's okay. You live to see the next play. Okay, you tackled the guy, but then you got a concussion. Then what? Like, what was the point?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all
What
that
good do you
being
do
said,
for your team if you're not out there? What is it? What's that saying, right? Availability is the
exactly,
best thing, right? You always got to be available.
exactly. Listen, at the end of the day, with that aside, the team is looking good. Tua's finally looking good. He's scrambling when he needs to. Again, he's taking these dumb boneheaded plays, but that's besides the point. But then it's like oh, he runs out of the pocket. I'm like, oh, slide. But then he throws a 20, 30-yard pass. You're like, okay, Tua, okay. So it's like,
We're good.
you
We're
can't
good,
have it
right? We're
both ways,
good.
honestly. You can't have it
Oh
both ways.
man.
But like I said, run the ball, protect Tua from himself. Tua's still that boy. Don't get me wrong. He's still the most accurate quarterback in the game. Like he still
Oh,
threw for
he throws
300
lasers,
yards.
man.
Like,
He throw lasers,
mhm.
man. He
Oh
throwing
yeah.
dots out there.
The guy's got it. The guy's got it. We got the Patriots up next. Cake. That should be cake at home, especially. And then one of our biggest games, we going to Lambeau on Thursday night football. I'm sorry, yeah, Thursday night football, Thanksgiving. So last Thanksgiving or was it Christmas? It didn't go too well for me, but I got a feeling this time it will. And
Yeah,
we're gonna
man.
make a strong push. We're gonna make a strong push, and we'll see where the chips fall, man. We'll see where the chips fall. I tell you what, though, if we make it, if we get in, you don't want to see us. You don't want to see us. We can explode at any moment.
Talk your stuff.
I tell you that right now. You don't want to see us. But hey, we'll talk about that some other time.
Well, definitely. So, guys, and just a little quick recap of our games here. What's next on the agenda here, Jose? What we chatting about next here, brother? What's going on?
We talking about them cowgirls got destroyed last night. Come on, what's going on in Jerry's world? 34-10? Oh Lord.
I have to make a public apology, ladies and gentlemen, on that last night ticket. See, I went off emotions. I thought Nico was gonna come in there and come back after that injury and score a touchdown, which technically he did,
Yeah,
but
he did,
it did get called back. But
Yeah.
hey, I have to give it to the the J producer here.
I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little bit. I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little bit. The ticket that I presented to you,
Yes,
with a cash.
Yes,
But hey, that's all right. We're in this together. We're a team. So I've done this to you in the past. So
100%. 100%. He predicted that Mixon was going to score a touchdown, but he did not only score one, not two, but he scored three touchdowns, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, man. So again, like I said, people, we're here to be transparent. We're not here telling you these fake tickets. Me and Jose go back and forth for what we're going to make a decision on and what type of ticket we're going to not only put in for ourselves, but give to you guys to hopefully win a little bit of cash, right? That's the end goal, just to be transparent about everything. But yeah, let's talk about the game, man. I mean, it was a, Cowboys. I mean, you just got to feel bad for CD Lamb, man. You could see that that guy wants to ball, man. He was just trying to push it. He was trying to get them going, and it's just not there for them, man.
Yeah, no,
It's just not there.
it's tough, man. Cooper Rush, man. Like, listen, I don't care, and I don't care what's happening. The quarterback, the running game, I don't care. Cooper Rush should not be throwing the ball 55 times.
Yeah,
That is insane. I don't care
ridiculous.
who you got back there. 95 Ezekiel Elliott, Rico Dotto. I know he's not great, but come on, man. You got to
Mm.
keep that defense honest. And 55 times with Cooper Rush, that's insulting, man. Come on. That's another coach that has to get fired, in my opinion.
Well, listen,
Because
man, that's going to be another team. There's going to be a couple of teams in the offseason or even in the offseason that are going to be, biting for head coaches. You got Ben Johnson out of Detroit. That's going to be a hot name. You got Lincoln Riley out of even the colleges that I'm hearing is getting a buzz. So you're going to have a lot of vacancies. But yeah, that Cowboy team is just it's depleted, man. Again, that was the game last night. Again, we gave you guys that ticket. But hey, we
yeah,
came up short
I posted it in my shorts, by the way. The ticket was there. I missed by one leg yet again. But
yet
hey,
again, ladies and
that's all right.
gentlemen.
That's all right. Listen, that's why it's called. It was called. But with a lot of times we break through and we actually win tickets here. So stay tuned.
100%. I'll stay tuned. And let's wrap it up here. What we got for the next, Jose? We're talking about our Thursday night game. We're talking Pittsburgh Steelers again against the Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I see this game as 36. The man, Vegas knows something. 36 and a half.
Mm.
This is going to be super low scoring. Super low scoring. I think if they're going to just run the ball, try. I mean, the defenses are both nice on both sides. You got TJ Watt, candidate for defensive player of the year. That secondary is playing really good. And Fitzpatrick and a few Jerry Porter, Jerry Porter Jr., the cornerback, he's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be and it's an AFC North game. How these games play, there's just smash mouth football.
It's all
they
it
got,
is, right?
You got Garrett on the other side. And that's just what's going to be. It's what's going to be. So I don't know. What do you think? I'm thinking Pitt money line here.
I would take Pitt. Yes, I'll definitely take Pitt money line. I might even go as brazy as saying that I might take Pittsburgh with the points. But again, like you said, it is a division game. It's going to be smash mouth running the ball.
These are tough to predict sometimes. Even though you got Cleveland, not a great team, but division games, there's just something about them. Something about them.
Yeah, look at the line, 36.5. Like you said, Vegas knows something. They know it's probably going to be a low scoring game. And again, that's probably the thing. Do we have a ticket for the people? Do we have some numbers for the people? Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, you guys ready for this here, ladies and gentlemen? Remember, we talk about it's going to be a running game, right? Plus 1,100 to $50 to win 600. What we got, Jose? What we showing these people? Ooh.
So we got Pitt money line. We got Harris, Najee Harris, 50 plus on the ground. We got Najee Harris, anytime touchdown. You got Nick Chubb for 50. And you got George Pickens for 57.5 over receiving yards.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a winner right there. That's a winner right there.
Hey, 50 gets you 600. But hey, we all have our own unit. You play whatever you think is safe. But that's another winning ticket right there.
100%. 100%, ladies and gentlemen. Well, listen, we wanted to welcome you guys and thank you guys for joining us today on the One Leg Loser podcast. Our midweek edition, if you want to say. Don't always forget to like and subscribe. Leave some comments. We'll be on there interacting with you guys. Again, whether it's good comments or indifferent, man, just give us some feedback. Let us know what you guys are thinking of the podcast. Anything else you got for the people before we head out, Jose?
Yeah. Also, I wanted to remind everyone. We usually come on Mondays. Well, we like to come on Mondays to recap what happened on Sunday and the Sunday night game. Today, this week life got in the way. Hey, life happens, right? But we're here now. But going forward, it should be Friday going into the weekend. And then on Monday, we're going to recap and potentially, and then I'll probably put out a short out there for Thursday Night Football's parlay. If not, come on live real quick. We'll decide on that. But make sure you got notifications on so you can get the parlays and ride along with us.
100%. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
don't forget like and subscribe, motherfuckers.
Like and subscribe, comment. So from the One Leg Losers, ladies and gentlemen, from your boy Bear Down Rick and Jay the producer, we cash out to the next time, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.
Shit.